Hi everyone, this is Yasser, the commerce faculty here. I'm an MBA graduate, a CS and an LB. Today I'm going to teach about business studies and functions of management. So functions of management, as we know, there are many functions of management, and each functions of management overlap with the functions of other management. So now we have categorized the functions of management broadly into 5. They are planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. So when we come to the planning is the first step. Planning is the first step in your functions of management. So we have to plan our activities, either establishing a firm or maintaining a product or new service launch or whatever. We have to make a plan, chop up a path so that we have a defined way to go and how to go. So next, after planning, we have organizing. So organizing is the second step in functions of management, and it has various activities in it. So first is identification of activities. So after planning what we want to do and what is the product we are going to launch, second step is organizing, in which we have to identify the activities involved to successfully launching a product. So we have to identify the activities, then classify the activities. So we have to classify activities like HR activities, marketing activities, or it may be business development activities or finance activities. So we have to group the activities classification, which is based upon the classifying features of the functions. Now we have assignment of duties. So after classifying different activities, we have to assign the duties to the respective persons in an organization. So let's think, if it's an accounts department, we have to handle it to the finance department. If it's a sales department, we have to do sales department personnel. And the same way, if we have a marketing, we have to develop it to the business development personnel. So after assigning the duties, we have delegation of authority. So after assigning the duty to a particular person, we have to give him an authority to take decisions while doing his functions or while managing his functions in an organization. So he has a capability of thinking of himself and acting it. So after delegation of authority, we have coordination. So we have assigned the activities, we have defined the activities, we have grouped the activities, and we have given the authority to the person. After all, we need a coordination between different departments in an organization. So in an organization, we can find different departments: marketing, administration, transport, sales, service, etc. So we need a coordination so that there is a move forward in the path, because if the departments moves in different directions, we cannot know that we are in the right path and the wrong path. No. So after organizing, we have staffing. Staffing is the most crucial part in our functions of management, as this department relates to the personnel who are working in an organization. So we can point it as a stammer. So working in an organization. So first step is recruitment. So planning which post is empty in an organization or which post is vacant in organizations, giving it advertisements or job portals or whatever, or the referrals or whatever. So we have to recruit the person, call for his interview. Then among the interview, the next step is selection. So among the personnel who has come into the organization, we have to select the person suitable to the place vacant in an organization. So if it's a finance department, we need a finance personnel who is from an MBA finance graduate or a BCom commerce graduate. Then after selection, we have to place the person at the right place at the right time. So, and the training and development. After placing a person at the right place, we have to train him, because what is the theoretical knowledge we have is not as much as the same as what we do in an organization. So it may differ with it. So we have to train the personnel according to the activities of an organization and develop his activities or his skills exactly suitable to the organization. So it earns some profits to the organization. Now next is remuneration. So this is the past where a employee looks, because he always thinks of it that he get paid rightly for the work he done. So he thinks about remuneration mostly. So we have to give him the right amount of money for his work done in an organization. So after remuneration, we have performance appraisal. So this is the final part in our selection or staffing. We have a year-end appraisal system in every organization, and in MNCs we have a 6 months appraisal system, where your work done in a year or a financial year will be revised or calculated based upon the standards set by the company, where your performance will be rated. Based upon your performance, your remuneration will be increased and you will be hiked or promoted to the next level. So we have directing. This is the main step for the management, where the management looks upon the employees, because management is at the top level of the organization. They are the persons who will be supervising the activities done by different departments in a company. So directing, we have motivation. So When an employee morally is down, or when an employee is not able to achieve his standards or set goals to him, we have to motivate the employee so that he learns where he is lagging behind, or he get motivated to perform more. When an employee is giving an outstanding performance, we can still motivate him to give the best what the company requires. So we have next supervision. So a management's most important task is to supervise all the activities performed in an organization. So he has to look into each and every minute detail in the working of an organization, so that if there is any deviation from the path we have planned in planning, he can chop out this deviation and make a corrective action where we are still on the action plan. Next, we have leadership. So leadership quality is the most essential quality of a manager, where he has to not to make forefront along with his fellow employees, take together with them. And we have last and foremost is controlling. So controlling is overall like managing your all things and seeing that all your 4 activities or 4 functions of management are well in the same path as designed in the planning. So we have first step in is establishing standard of performance. So first step is setting standards like particular like quality of 100%, quality of 90%. Setting standards will be different from personal to personal. An entry-level person will have different standards, and a manager who is established in an organization will have different standards. So your standards will be set based upon your functionality. And we have measuring actual performance. Actual performance is the performance given by an employee in his work life or in his year. So we have to measure based upon the standards set by the company or an organization. Then the third step is compare and corrective action. So we have to compare the actual performance of the employee to the performance standard set by the company. So we will know where the employee is lagging, or the employee is performing outstanding, or the employee is an average. So we can rate him based upon this. So when this actual performance is measured, we can know where he is lagging behind. So where he is not able to catch up the path. So we can correct, or we can design in new plans or new ideas or new departments, or we can send him for a development activities where he can uplift him up to the recent knowledge where he can perform well in the organization. So this is the functions of management. This is one of the important topic for your BCom or your LLB syllabus. Your next topic will be continued in the next class. Until then, have a nice day. Thank you.